I received a restriction by talking about this. Just put two and two together. Everyone has a belly button. Everyone. Everyone. There is not one person that is here without a belly button. No one. Absolutely no one. When they talk about creation, because I was talking to somebody on my live, and they was talking about the creation of women. And with me, I already know what it is. In the religion, they give people that women came from a rib. But if you have common sense and you have two eyes and make one balance, then you will see and pay attention and know that everyone has a belly button. Put two and two together. I received a restriction by talking about that. I guess they don't want you to know about that. But a lot of people are not questioning everything. They're just going along with what they're being told by people that stand behind the pulpit and indoctrination and all that type of stuff. They're not questioning anything. They're not questioning, everyone has a belly button. So what does that mean? I'm pretty sure a belly button is not connected to the masculine energy. No. So what does that tell you? Just use your common sense. What do you think? Put it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell y'all. They don't want y'all to think. They don't want y'all to go outside the box. I got a restriction for talking about this. So I try to talk in code. But if you get what I'm saying, what do you think about that? Love y'all. Peace.
The timelines are collapsing, my friend. The timelines are collapsing. We're at the point in time where CERN has turned off their portals and we're all like, yay, finally the portals are turned off. Wrong. Because notice over the past couple months how you felt so many different emotions because they were able to create so many different portals at that time. The sad you, the unmotivated you, the doubtful you, the happy you, the get money you, the amazing free thinking you, the liberated version of yourself. You felt all those emotions over the past couple months, right? But now, because those portals are turned off, they are trying to get you stuck in one dimension where you were once at a period in your life. So right now, these next 4 years, you have to choose what portal you will enter because the timelines are collapsing. Will you stay with that doubtful, stagnant mindset? Or will you grow and evolve and be the free thinker, dare to create, dare to dream, dare to be who you want to be kind of person? The timelines are collapsing. The portals are closing. You have to jump into one and stick to that for the next 4 years. That is why they are doing this. To get you stuck in a portal that you did not want to be in. So now's the time to choose because the timelines are collapsing.
So like in my last video, bro, I was saying how, bro, they lied to you your entire existence, right? So this is the age of Aquarius. That shit happened in 2024. This is the age of Aquarius, bro. They have to stop doing shit. Like this ain't no, they're, oh yeah, they finally listening. No, nigga. They knew they were on certain time frames regardless. But these people only been here 6,000 years. They knew they only had so much time to come in. Look, we gotta master this shit. We have to master psychology, master fucking all type of science to make chemicals and pills and medications, and learn how to fuck with their mind through frequency and all that shit. Look, nigga, we only got about 10,000 years to do this. We've been here infinite amount of years. Earth has been here. She gonna destroy and rebuild every time. So you think 6 to 10,000 years? Nigga, that's like 2 days compared to Earth herself. These folks been here for like a week. Bro, so yes, they shut down CERN and all that shit. Bruh, it's been here so long. Again, it's only been like a week for them. It's been here so long of you beating your own brain up, you getting attached to corn, you getting attached to lust, you getting attached to all this low frequency things that they done had out here for century after century after century. Your mama, your grandma, now it's generational. You don't think they can cut some shit off and it still be working unconsciously now? It's like when you create a wheel and you make rats just move in a certain light. When you take that barrier out of there, the rats gonna keep moving in that same light that they've been. You only had it where they can move a certain way for 20 years. When you move it, they don't even see that they're able to move freely now. Ooh, playing with y'all stupid ass, and y'all gonna fall for it. Cause y'all so happy that CERN. So you think, oh, we making it, y'all ain't making shit happen. These folks know they on certain time frames that they have to allow us to be back our own selves. But you're so fucking lost in the sauce that they gave you, you don't even see that they took the barriers out and you're still walking in the same path that they told you, that they engraved for you. Ha.
This is why a lot of people are not manifesting what they want, because you don't understand how the universe works, okay? You don't chase your dreams. You attract your dreams. You don't chase a person. You attract a person. You don't catch a fish. You attract a fish. Nobody goes fishing and motherfucking chases the fish. You make the fish come to you, okay? So this is how the universe works. You don't make your dreams and goals something that you chase. You prepare yourself to attract that to you, okay? The motherfucking, nobody goes looking for the NFL. The NFL goes looking for the best player. All you gotta do is prepare yourself to make sure the NFL is ready to see you. Nobody goes looking for boxing. Nobody calls HBO and says, hey HBO, I'm a good ass boxer and you need to come look at me in my gym. No. You knock motherfuckers out, prepare yourself to be one of the best boxers in this decade, and HBO gonna call you. And so that being said, this is the way the universe works. And so people not manifesting their dreams because for one, psychologically, you chasing something when you don't realize that science is not to chase, that science is to attract. A lot of people can't find the ideal partner because they chasing and looking for some shit, when all you gotta do is become the type of person that you see in that type of relationship, and you'll attract the type of person that see themselves in that type of relationship. So it's the universe is on a law of attraction. It's reactionary. It's not actionary.
I know y'all noticing all these videos about CERN being shut down for what, the next 4 years? What's 4 years from now? 2030. And it's killing me that people still aren't putting all this shit together. Agenda 2030 is real. It's coming. And truth be told, take a look at this. You have to read it for yourself. Now, some of you may not grasp exactly what this shit means. You might look at it and say, oh man, well that's good. We get universal pay, we get this and that. You got to understand this. It's all a controlled measure. And 2030 is real. That's coming whether you want it or not. And to sit here and watch these videos day in and day out of bickering and fighting and dumb nonsense, and people talking about TikTok is not letting my videos show, they're not giving views, they're not. They want us to be distracted by these girls dancing or somebody telling a joke or other type of shit when everything is being placed right in front of us. And you know, it kills me because everything we've been seeing over the past 7, 8 years, it's like it's a thing of the past that quick because they keep putting more shit in front of you. But one thing Uncle's never going to do, I'm never going to let go of everything that they're doing and throwing at us, because you got to realize something. All that shit is connected. So yeah, CERN being shut down for the next 4 years is 2030. Agenda 2030 is coming, and there ain't a fucking thing we can do about it but start preparing ourselves for it. And yes, prepping, that, I'm gonna be honest, that's gonna be one of the hardest things to do, especially in this economy today. And even if you start prepping now, what about you lose your job? What if things start getting bad for you? And you think these people ain't thought about this shit? Or all these preppers talking about it every fucking day until they say, okay, we'll tell you what, let them all prep. And then what we do is slow the economy down and make sure they start having to use everything that they fucking prep. Because it seems to me, and entertainment purposes only, they don't want you prepared. They need us to depend on them and their new future. Agenda 2030. Watch it, it's coming.
And we're going to reach a state where nature attacks back. And it's not just going to be the weather. That's, as we move forward in this war, you're going to see the animals fighting back. You're going to see the oceans drowning more people. You're going to see weather you've never seen before, because this is a spiritual cosmic war that has shifted onto the density that we own. This is what's going on right now. All right. So you have to fully understand that the 33rd parallel has been used against you in the entire time. And it's a powerful source of energy. And to keep you off it, they built so many cities on it. They put so many historic monuments on it, or labeled these places historic monuments, to the point where it doesn't allow you to do that. Okay, thank you. It doesn't allow you to align with the energy of it, and you need to align with its energy. You can't reach it through a meditative state. You need to actually be one with that energy in a physical state. So you need to be on the 33rd parallel.
What a time to be alive. Like, wow. Like, if you know, you know. That ground shaking. I mean, the way this collective is shining, it's like, is this a movie? Am I the only, like, is this a movie? Like, is this, are we just like lucid dreaming? Are we like, y'all, is this the Truman Show? Like, are we characters in a movie and somebody's out there like feet kicked up, like, oh shit, hey, come in here, get your popcorn, nigga, it's about to get good, come on, hey, grab that drink, bro, the chosen is up. Yeah, they activated, they remember now. Yeah, they know. Oh yeah, bro, the boss, the headquarters, they scrambling. Them weapons were been supposed to take them out. Bro, come on, bro, don't forget my drink. Hey, that type shit. Like, they surrounded the big screen like it's showtime, y'all. And we just in the movie, like, charged up, ready, and we don't know what's next, but we know it's up. You know what I'm saying? Golly. So this is why we came back. And we keep coming back. And coming back. And coming back. And coming back. Yeah, it's getting good. But it's like, it's getting too good. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really no such thing, but it's just, I don't know. But man, what a time to be alive. Oh my, like, are y'all feeling me? I share in the comments if y'all feeling me, because, I mean, this is it. This is what we came back for. Like, this is it. This is the, this is the moment. Everything leading up to this, all of it, everything you've been through, everything was for this.
They don't teach you that the moment you say something, you chose it. This whole world is voice activated. Meaning that if you slip up, right, say for instance, you feel fear, and you say something fearful, you know what's gonna happen? Whatever you fear is finna pop up. It don't have no control. You can't just turn it off, right? And definitely they didn't teach you. Like, you got some things right there by where it should be. But let me tell you this. So when you say something out your mouth, it's a choice, whether you're aware or not. The universe don't give a fuck if you're aware or not. It don't care. You said it, you claim it, here it comes. The universe is voice activated.
Okay. There is life and death in the power of the tongue. Yes, words do carry frequency. When he said the moment you speak something, you've chosen it, that really made me think. How often do we casually speak things over ourselves without even realizing it? Like, I'll never get out of debt. I am always attracting the wrong people. Nothing good ever happens to me. Or I'm just an anxious person. We have all said things like that at some point in time in our life. The scary part isn't saying it once, it's when it becomes your everyday language. After a while, it stops sounding like something you said and starts sounding like who you believe you are. I don't necessarily think the universe is sitting somewhere checking off every sentence that we say like it's attendance, but I do think our words shape us in ways that we probably underestimate. Think about it. If you tell yourself every day that you're unlucky, how are you going to show up when opportunities come? If you keep saying people can't be trusted, you're probably going to walk right into every relationship looking for proof of that. It's almost like your mind starts searching for evidence to support the story that you've been repeating. And honestly, that makes me wonder if the real power isn't just in the words themselves. Maybe it's in the belief behind the words. Because words repeated long enough usually become beliefs. And beliefs have a funny way of influencing the decisions we make, the risks that we're willing to take, and even what we notice in the world around us. That's why I started paying more attention to the conversations I have with myself when nobody else is around. Those quiet moments matter, the things that you whisper to yourself when you're discouraged. You know, the things you say after you make a mistake, the way you describe your future, the way you describe yourself. I think all of that matters. I also think there's a reason so many spiritual teachings place so much importance on speaking with intention. Maybe it's not about being afraid to say the wrong thing. Maybe it's about becoming aware of the stories that we're constantly reinforcing. Because let's be honest, most of us are already speaking from old programming. And guess what? You don't even realize it. Maybe somebody told you growing up that you weren't smart enough. Maybe you were told that money is hard to make or that you have to work hard for it. Maybe you were told people like you don't get opportunities. Years later, those voices are gone, but somehow you're still repeating that exact same script. What if awakening is realizing that the script isn't actually yours? What if you just, what if you get to choose a different one? Now, that doesn't mean pretending that life is perfect. No, not at all. It doesn't mean ignoring problems or acting like nothing bad ever happens. Life is almost certainly going to still have challenges, but maybe there's power in refusing to let fear become your default language. Maybe there's power in speaking hope when fear wants to take stage. I don't know if the universe is literally voice activated, but I do believe our lives are influenced by the stories that we repeat every single day. So maybe the real question isn't whether the universe is listening. Maybe the real question is, what story are you telling yourself? Because if you had to listen to your own thoughts all day, every day, would they sound like someone who believes amazing things are possible? Or would it sound like someone who's already convinced that they're lost before they even got started?
Bashar really was right when he said everything outside of you is neutral until you assign it meaning. And that's real shit. Think about it. I'm on a track right now. This shit don't mean nothing to me until I decide it means something to me. Otherwise, it doesn't mean anything. Those clouds up there, they don't mean anything to me unless I decide they mean something to me. And that's with everything. People, places, objects. It don't matter. You assign all the meaning in your life. And that's real.
Everything outside of you is neutral until you assign meaning to it. Think about it. A rainy day isn't automatically good or bad. One person sees rain and thinks my whole day is ruined. Someone else hears the rain and says, this is exactly what I need. Same rain, two completely different experiences. The rain didn't create the feeling, the meaning did. And that's what I think he's getting at. Example, someone doesn't text you back. Immediately your mind is going to start creating a story. You're going to start saying, well, maybe they're mad at me. Why are they ignoring me? They just don't care about me. But what if, just what if they're busy and something came up that was really, really important? Our minds are constantly filling in the blanks. That's why two people can go through the exact same experience and walk away with completely different perspectives. One sees a setback, another sees a lesson. One sees a rejection, the other sees redirection. The event is the exact same. The meaning changes everything. And that's actually kind of empowering when you think about it. Because if I'm the one assigning the meaning, then maybe I have more influence over my experience than I realize. Now, I'm not saying everything in life is easy or that painful experiences don't exist. We have all been through things that have genuinely hurt us. But even after those moments, we eventually decide what that experience is going to mean in our lives. Is this where my story ends? Or is this the chapter that changed everything? Those are two completely different ways of looking at the same situation, two completely different mindsets. I think that's why so many spiritual teachings talk about perception. Maybe awakening isn't about escaping reality. Maybe it's about becoming aware of the stories that you're automatically creating. Because once you notice the story, you can ask yourself, is this actually true or is this just the meaning that I have attached to it? That question, believe it or not, that question can change quite a bit. It makes you slow down. It makes you become more intentional. It makes you become more intentional instead of reacting to every thought that pops into your head and or jumping into conclusions. And honestly, I think that's where peace starts to show up in your life, not because life suddenly became perfect. No, it almost never does, but because you're no longer letting every situation decide how you feel. You're becoming more conscious of the meaning that you're giving to it. I really like this perspective because this is how I naturally am. And it reminds me that we have more power than we think sometimes. Maybe we can't control everything that happens around us, but we do have some say in the story that we tell ourselves about what is happening. And sometimes changing the story changes everything. Before we wrap this up, when I look at everything people have been talking about lately, including the conversations surrounding CERN and the shutdown, I cannot help but to notice something. People are searching. They're searching for answers, for patterns. They're searching for something that help make sense out of a world that is constantly changing faster than it has ever changed before. Now, I've seen a lot of different theories about CERN. Some people believe it's connected to consciousness, some think it's simply a scientific research facility that's being surrounded by speculation. Whether you land on that, I think it's interesting how one event can spark so many different interpretations. And that actually brings us right back to the two conversations that we had in this video. One was about the power of words. The other was speaking of how we assign meaning to everything around us. When you really think about it, that's exactly what we're doing every single day. Something happens in the world, a headline drops, a major event takes place, even though it seems like that's happening like every week now. And almost instantly, our minds begin asking, what does this mean? What does all of this mean? What's interesting is that 10 people could look at the exact same event and come away with 10 completely different conclusions. That doesn't necessarily tell me the event changed. It tells me perception is incredibly powerful. And maybe that's one of the biggest lessons in all of this. Whether we're talking about CERN, consciousness, or a spiritual awakening, we all bring our own expectations, experiences, and beliefs into the way that we interpret what we see. That's why I think awareness is so important. Not because awareness means you'll have every answer, it means you're willing to slow down before deciding what something means to you. I also keep coming back to our words. If I'm constantly speaking fear over my life, I'm probably going to experience the world through a fearful lens. If I'm constantly telling myself that everything is happening to me, I'll move through life very differently than if I believe every experience is giving me an opportunity to actually grow. Maybe that's where our real power begins, not in trying to control every event that's happening around us, but in becoming conscious of the energy, the language, and the meaning that we're bringing into those events. I think that's a practice. It's not something that you master overnight. Some days you'll catch yourself speaking from fear. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. Other days, you'll realize that you've been carrying around a story that doesn't even belong to you anymore. And guess what? That is okay. Awareness isn't about being perfect, it is about noticing. It's about asking yourself, is this belief helping me, or am I holding on to it because it's familiar? To me, that's what this journey is really about: staying curious without becoming consumed, keeping an open mind without giving away your discernment, being willing to explore ideas while staying grounded enough to recognize, being willing to explore big ideas while staying grounded enough to recognize that every mystery, not every mystery has an immediate answer. Sometimes the questions are just as valuable as the answers. So, with that being said, as you leave today's video, I want to challenge you to pay attention over the next few days. Listen to the way that you speak to yourself. Notice the meaning that you automatically assign to the situations that you experience. Pay attention to the stories that your mind creates before you've even had time to reflect. You might just be surprised by how much those quiet habits shape your experience of the world. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what resonated with you the most from today's conversation. How do you see the relationship between our words, the meanings that we assign to life, and the bigger conversations happening around consciousness in the world today? As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What resonated with you the most from today's conversation? How do you see the relationship between our words, the meaning that we assign to life, and the bigger conversations happening around consciousness in the world today? Let's keep exploring together. If you are enjoying these conversations, make sure you're subscribed to Spirit Cipher Collective. This community isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking thoughtful questions, exploring consciousness with curiosity, and creating a space where we can think a little deeper together. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. I appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, be mindful of your words, be intentional with the meaning that you create, stay curious, and never lose your sense of wonder. I want you to know how much I love you, love you, love you. And yes, I will see you in the very, very next video.